Like always, the crypto market is in a crazy spot right now, with a lot of anticipation of an XRP ETF. Matter of fact, we got ourselves a juicy update in the Ripple v SEC lawsuit. And at the same time, I don't want to spill the beans, but that did not sound good. Coinbase is having a very interesting battle with the SEC, because honestly, those guys are stupid. Stupid as they come, matter of fact. Anyway, if any of you guys are wondering why Dogecoin is pumping, it's actually because something rather interesting was announced. And I'm just quickly saying this before heading over into the rest of the video, just because it's that relevant and so interesting. So the price is up roughly 14% today because X just launched a new payments account on, of course, the X platform. And people are now anticipating that this is going to have something to do in some way, shape, or form eventually with Dogecoin. And of course, it's just the whole Twitter Dogecoin narrative. And as people get excited, more people get excited, you get a little domino effect going. It's interesting, but let's quickly dive into what happened in the Ripple case. And also, I've got a little tier list of cryptos coming soon. If there's any topic, any crypto topic you guys would like to see a video on, let me know down below. I will read specifically, I will go through tomorrow morning every single comment, see exactly what video you guys need, and the most requested topic I'll get to. And make sure you press that like button. Having said that, Ripple fires back at the SEC's unreasonable demands in big new filing. And you can probably already guess how Twitter reacted to all of this stuff coming around. So the initial point was Ripple filed their response opposing the SEC's motion to compel. Jeremy Hogan was quick to state, to be honest, this relatively minor discovery dispute is not all that legally interesting. But I took this opportunity to revisit the SEC's grand press release from 2020 that it had sued Ripple at all. Ripple demolished all the issues except those not crossed out. That's a lot of red. Because basically all that was being complained about, all that was being brought up, it's not that relevant anymore, and the SEC can't hold those claims. So what's happening right now? Well, Ripple stands firm against the SEC's additional document requests in the lawsuit, challenging the demands as untimely, there we go, and irrelevant. Because if you're wondering where in the phase we are, or which phase we are in the whole lawsuit, right now, it's basically between the SEC and Ripple to figure out how much Ripple should be fined, how much they should be paying back for selling some XRP as an unregistered security. Because even though XRP is not a security and it can't become a security, Ripple sold some XRP to institutions and the SEC wanted to take their victory on that one. It is what it is. But right now they're trying to figure out, we need to, or I should say Ripple and the SEC need to discuss many new and many more documents to get to the conclusion of how much exactly should they pay. Or from a different angle, what exactly should the repercussions be, even if we put the monetary stuff aside? And in the wake of that, Ripple's like, let's get this sorted. And the SEC says, oh, we have to dive deep into this one. But obviously, most of us in the community are seeing it as the SEC's attempt to try find something, just reach, because we saw that also when we talked about their interlocutory appeal. The SEC just wants to research more to grab onto something so it doesn't feel like a loss for them, right? They just want to find as much juice as possible to keep this whole charade going. The full breakdown, let's unpack Ripple's response to the SEC filing. Ripple argues the SEC is asking for unnecessary information and trying to subvert the legal process. Let's outline. The SEC wants to explore Ripple's finances and post-complaint XRP sales. But Ripple objects, claiming it is untimely since fact discovery closed months ago, and the SEC had ample chance to do it back then. But it's also irrelevant since this info won't affect potential penalties or injunctions. So why would the SEC need to investigate that? Why would they need to know the numbers? They challenged the SEC's need for more info to assess remedies, which of course are the penalties, by arguing new information isn't needed for old actions. Injunctions based on new info don't address the original complaint, don't change whether pre-complaint conduct broke rules. They raised three procedural issues. One, fact discovery closed months ago and the SEC missed their chance to ask then. Two, reopening discovery is unfair and embroils the court in more litigation, a lot of documents. And 3, the SEC already used up their allotted interrogatories. Questions? And an important thrust of Ripple's argument is that violating procedure strips them of their protections, setting a dangerous precedent for illegal fishing trips that ignore discovery deadlines, shift the burden of proof, obviously it's the SEC's burden, not Ripple's, and compromise fair trials. Grumpy old man moment. Truth be told, I was not happy to see a slippery slope argument called out, as it is a formal logical fallacy, even if not employed as such here. At the same time though, and we have talked about this on many occasions now, we're still waiting for some sort of XRP breakout. I personally hope it's going to be that crazy God candle towards the upside, but it's more so just any sort of move. I mean, we have seen an uptrend for XRP for over a year, right? Only continued up and up and up prices, but relatively to a lot of altcoins, like for example, Ethereum or a lot of other altcoins out there, it just feels wacky. It feels lackluster. And a lot of people hope that once the case would settle, that the crazy price spikes would come. I expected it to happen, but we got crashed out at $1. I still don't know if it's intentional or if the hype just wasn't there because of the bear market, etc. I still believe it might have been strategy to not get the SEC on their ass even more, but more importantly, to sustain more power for when the actual bull run comes. As I stated before, you don't want to have massive pumps when the bull is not there. You don't want to let go of all your announcements when the bull is not there, because both of them are going to waste people's time and energy, but more importantly, their money. Now, it's actually mostly that they get disconnected from the community the moment that crazy announcements don't do too much, but that's where the problem lies here. That it was a very, very heavy announcement where people expected crazy action, and it was mediocre. I think right now, what everybody's watching for, what everybody's waiting for is a $1 XRP as a start. Because I think then at that point, a lot of the community will all of a sudden be back with crazy excitement, crazy new passions of life. Right now, it's on a little low cooking stove, right? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still holding every single XRP. I'm still holding on because I understood the core principles of what they're trying to do. But I will tell you that I just said at the start of the video, I'm making videos to make money on the side. If you're only holding one coin only, and you're not doing any other thing to make money right now, it's a wasted opportunity because you do not know if XRP is going to pull a 2017er where they gain crazy in a very short amount of time, but only after Bitcoin already hits its all-time high. I'm telling you right now, you want to be on a lot of different chances. It could be only one sector, but you got to spread around a little bit. And obviously, the channel is here to hopefully help you guys do so. Not a financial advisor, but we know what the frick is up, right? Anyway, there's something else that's interesting. Trezor, one of the most famous hardware wallets, confirms a data breach, warns of phishing risks because Trezor just disclosed a breach affecting 66,000 users, warning of increased phishing risks because I think they don't actually expose. It just says identified an unauthorized access in a third-party support portal. Support portal, huh? So if you're holding a Trezor or you ever interacted with them, be wary of that. It might not be them sending emails. It might be hackers / phishers / scammers, thieves, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to end it off right there, actually. XRP strategy is still the same as always. I, matter of fact, have bought a lot of XRP as prices went lower. But I tell you this, I have probably got a pretty juicy strategy for you guys because we could actually get some bots in play to, for example, buy and sell in, for example, this range for XRP. That could actually be really interesting with some neutral strategies. Or, matter of fact, even if you might look at this and think, Dusty, this ain't the cleanest chart, this ain't the most bullish of cryptocurrencies, I tell you right now, there's actually still a lot of profit you can make just buying XRP dips. But that's again if you're a trader, because you gotta then potentially sell those tops again. But we'll talk about that more because there might be some juicy opportunities. I spent the last couple of weeks every day, a couple hours reading into bots. Just a couple years ago, I was so fascinated with bots, but then I told you guys what wrecked me in the bear market was your bots being too simple. I think there's a couple of very, very simple strategies though that do work, at least for the next year and a half or so. I'll make people crazy sums of money and I'll share it over on Dusty Trades, our second channel where we talk about trading every single day. But even for the XP strategies, I'll probably talk about it here because it's really interesting. But hey, that was about it for this little crypto update. If you enjoyed it, make sure you press that like button. See you guys tomorrow with a proper update because we got some very, very cool things cooking up.